Hey everyone, what is happening? Welcome back to the Handmade and Beyond podcast and the Friday edition Etsy seller news. I am your host, LL, talking about Etsy, handmade, business online, entrepreneurship, e commerce, all that stuff to help you guys grow and improve your business. Today, I have kind of a shorter episode, but I have something that's very timely in terms of Etsy news. And yesterday, and this is coming out Friday, yesterday, they sent out an email about protecting shoppers' privacy on Etsy. So maybe you've seen this email. I'll pop a sample up here or there, wherever I decide to pop a sample up so that you guys can see it if you haven't gotten already. Basically, what the email states is that they're committed to a safe marketplace. That's why they're going to stop sharing buyers' email addresses with certain third-party integrations starting on February 5th. So starting on a month from now. So they're giving you a heads up that this is going into effect. Basically, the reason they're doing this is because they're trying to protect buyers out there from emails getting into the wrong hands and getting spam. And they've had a lot of problems with fraud, people getting messages through Etsy basically saying that they are Etsy or that they are a buyer to sellers, basically saying that, hey, I can't buy your stuff until you send me the email. So on the buyer and seller standpoint, fraud has been absolutely running rampant. And I've talked about this in several episodes as far as the fraud that's going on through email, through Etsy Messenger. And it's one of those things. It's running rampant everywhere. It's always going to be there. It's always a battle of the good guys versus the bad guys, right? You guys know how the little fraudsters work. So they're trying to eliminate that. So this is one way that they're going to eliminate. So if you've used some of these specific programs, if you use the integrations, if you go to integrations tab in your Etsy store, you can see the companies that you can integrate with. And if you used any of these, it's probably going to show up on this list on the email that you got. This will not affect you sending messages to customers through Etsy. A lot of people are like, oh crap, I can't even message customers. No, it does not affect your ability to communicate with customers through Etsy Messenger, which is really the only way that you should be communicating with Etsy customers anyhow, especially if you're answering questions or there's problems. This will only impact you if you have an integration that collects Etsy emails on the back end. So there's certain websites such as Aweber, Alora. I believe Everbee has it now for email marketing. It kind of connects on the back end. And I think those email, that won't work anymore as far as being able to collect emails and respond to customers and email them on the back end without having them opt into an email first. But it will not impact you from collecting emails through an opt-in box. So if you have basically if you want to offer someone a discount for opting in, you can put that link in your announcement tab. They can click on the link, go opt in, get the discount, come and buy back to Etsy and buy from you, and then they opted into your list. So then you can email them anytime outside of Etsy. Etsy's policy states that you cannot email people outside of Etsy unless it's in regard to a specific, to their order, to their delivery, to their order status. Once that's done, once the stuff has been received, you can't send them any more emails or messages because that's spam. So that's what you got to be careful of. If you're collecting emails and they opted in some other way through your link or they went to your website and opted in, then you can communicate to them anytime you want. So this is kind of in conjunction with that. So don't get it confused. But just know if you're using an email marketing integration, it may impact that to a certain extent, but you can still collect emails and have people opting in and build your email list, which is a great way to get returning revenue or returning customers to increase your revenue rather. So I always recommend doing email marketing because it's a great way to build your audience, and it converts a lot better than social media. So I'm a big proponent of email marketing. But that is kind of what this email means in a nutshell. So don't get confused. Don't think that's really going to impact you too much inside of Etsy. I just wanted to go over that so you guys know what is going on and kind of eliminate the confusion. I know Etsy sometimes is a little bit vague when they talk about stuff like this. That is it for this episode. Short and sweet. More details to come, I'm sure. We'll see how this impacts the platforms and the integrated platforms and stuff like that, what changes they're going to have to make in terms of their email marketing and how they use them, how we use them. So I'll be back with more information, I'm sure, on this. It won't be the end of it. Until next time, have an amazing rest of your Friday and a good weekend.